about the M. The M turns 50. Recalls, and more recalls. Porsche wants you to know they're working on stuff. Okay. Our way to the moon. And WRX S4 Japan. That and much, much more.
Play on my channel. Drive on Lugnutz.
Drive on over here to PJAndDWH.com. We're going to find the very funny and luggy nutty moment from last week's podcast titled Lugnutz Podcast Shuttlecraft Concept with Shoe Compartment.
Okay.
Yeah. And you'll also find Big Brother streaming Monday to Friday, 3 to 5-ish, right over here at Walljanger Gaming, going through the Mass Effect edition. And dare I say, maybe if you watch Walljanger Gaming this week, you may actually get into a nice little sneak treat, because I may actually have some free time. Maybe I may pop on to Walljanger Gaming this week.
Hey, maybe you could watch the first story.
Anticipation of the big charity event coming up next Saturday. But what's Mazda doing?
Over on Mazda, we have a fuel pump issue. There's a recall on the fuel pump. The impeller in low-pressure fuel pump can deform, causing the pump to fail. The affected vehicles will not start or will stall at low speed. In rare instances, at high speed. Mazda says that will only affect 1% of the vehicles. 2018 Mazda 3, 18.6, 18 to 19 CX5, 18 to 19 CX9, 18 to 19 MX5, 19 CX3, 19 to 22. And so did you get a bingo?
But I do like how they have it specified down to a specific part, even across wide models, because certain parts are used all throughout the manufacturer's line. So knowing that this is a bad part, we know how to fix it. It's kind of reassuring, though, although it's not really reassuring to the customer, because that shit could cut off like fucking that. But we know why.
Well, Mazda is working on it, and they got a nice solution for you. Also, the Mazda 2 19 to 20 is also known as the Yaris.
It kind of looks like it when you see it. Yeah.
So, what's Toyota doing?
Speaking of Toyota.
Well, over at Toyota, we have the Mira. Hey, look, I did include a car review in here.
Hey, the Toyota Mira.
I thought I forgot about this new entry-level Mira XLE starting at $50,525 with
So what's Toyota doing?
Toyota. Toyota has the Mira. The new entry-level Mira XLE starts at $50,525 with the limited edition going for $67,025.
I like, what do you think of that front end?
It's different. I like it.
It's different, and I could do without that, but it would grow on me. It's nothing that's like a deal breaker. The back end here, I really do like. Very angular, slanted, but
kind of mirrors.
Classic looking. Still Toyota, classic looking, but
kinda
still
reminds
different.
me of like a mirror of the back.
Yeah.
Sort of. With the opposite sort of, it's sort of bigger.
It doesn't hurt the car that we're seeing it in blue, because, what car doesn't look good in blue?
It's a nice color, and it has almost a 50-50 weight distribution, the equivalent of 182 horsepower, 221 torques. It has a whole load of safety shit, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic, Toyota Safety Sense 2.5 standard, and installed with automatic high beams, pre-collision, pedestrian detection, intersection support. Emergency steering assist, adaptive cruise control, lane departure, lane tracing, lane assist, blah, 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 tons of other stuff. And they say it'll get 402 miles on a full tank.
Here's my thing. Interior, very Toyota. Still kind of...
It's very simple. I like it.
Exactly. Toyotas always
It's
kind of
nice.
look simple, but it still looks nice. My problem is, why does every
The
single
8-inch gauge cluster?
Why does every single gauge cluster look like a Star Citizen fucking menu screen in this day and age?
They're fans of Star Citizen, and they can't wait till it comes out, too. Because that is why they do it.
It's
It
just like,
has
God.
an 8-inch gauge cluster, a 4.2-inch driver display, and a 12-inch infotainment screen.
Check out their big 12-inch, because that actually is...
That is a really big screen.
We were just saying it's simple, but it is simple, but it's still busy for a Toyota interior. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very busy for a Toyota.
But that's just commonplace in the normal interiors we've been seeing, recently. But I'm still equally impressed. I mean, Toyota's trying to step it up.
Toyota has nice stuff.
Obviously, they got their,
Apple
phone
CarPlay.
connectivity, just like everybody else. Apple
I
CarPlay, whatever
recognize
Android
Apple
is.
CarPlay.
Yeah. And, simple Toyota seats doesn't matter because it's a Toyota. It's going
It's a
fucking
nice
last.
looking car
Yeah.
that you'll
Looks nice
see
and-
everywhere
silver?
because it's a Toyota. I think that's white.
I kind of feel like it's a white, but almost like a metallic kind of tint to it.
White
nice.
at sunset. Red, nice
looks
colors,
really nice.
like the colors in this next story.
With BMW.
Yes, BMW. The M car is turning 50.
Wow.
They're celebrating the M car with the same way they do in 2022 limited edition. Heritage-laced emblem bringing a number of historic colors back to the models, like Dakar yellow, fire orange, Daytona violet, Morocco blue, Imola red, frozen Myrna Bay blue, all return. What the hell is that?
Do they
Who
only
knows?
have the blue and the green, though?
That's the only one they're showing here.
But they have all those other colors.
But the colors are
Dick
more.
tease.
Stay right here for this part. The blue on the logo stands for BMW. The red symbolizes racing. The violet expresses the connection between the two. On this limited edition, BMWs for the next, that'll be offered in 2022. The first M car used on a race car was used in 1973.
Yeah. But let me say this about it. The
I
two
like
colors.
that front end.
Yeah.
With that color, ooh,
The colors, I am a huge fan of color. I studied it in auto body school.
that is such an amazing color. I can't concentrate because that color
It's
is so
so
amazing.
perfect. And
It is. It's
especially because we always say you never see
The
green
blue
cars.
is nice, but you know what? The green one is like
The blue is impressive because it's not that flashy, shiny blue.
They're going
It's
for a
just a matte blue.
Uh-huh.
And it is selling the front end of the car. And it's really promoting that M.
But if
which
I had-
the front end will sell itself. But when you have the right color behind it, that
Mm-hmm.
just solidifies it as this is my car.
And if I had the choice of two, I'd definitely go with that green. That green is, ooh.
I'm split, man.
That green
I
is just dangerously delicious.
It is.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
amazing looking green.
Yeah. No, they're like Ritz chips. They're dangerously delicious. No product placement. But if I were to pick, I'm really split between that matte blue and that green. Just kind of looks like it's a couple different shades.
Really
you
makes
know?
me want to think,
Might just
what
be
are the
white.
other colors going to be like?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of multiple colors, something you could always get in multiple colors, I assume,
Probably.
is this next story.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah, you can.
it's now dead.
Ah, hang on, I got a button for that.
Yeah, well, this next story is dead. The Dodge Charger is being canceled in the year 2024. They're giving you plenty of notice to get the last model Dodge.
So last week they canceled the Hellcat Durango,
Mm-hmm.
and this week they're canceling the Charger.
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
What are they going to keep?
I would imagine they have. We're going to hear in a couple weeks about something new they have cooked up because they're not going to
Most
leave that
likely.
slot open. They're the only one of the only American car companies that, produce cars. I'll
Yeah,
put
because
them under
Ford
the same.
stopped that shit.
Ford doesn't do it. GM.
Well, I mean, you can
Chrysler,
have that.
that's
You can
it.
have that argument of Tesla because that is a
Just
sedan.
Lincoln.
Well, yeah,
Buick.
Lincoln's still at it.
There's a few. Well, in 1966, Dodge introduced the first Charger as a mid-sized Hemi muscle car, also known for its appearance in the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yes, very iconic car.
And with the Dukes of Hazzard, if you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
That's how television went back then.
that classic style though, of the
yeah.
Dukes. It was iconic,
It
and
was a great-looking car. Nonetheless, in 2006, they revived the model with the four-door model that you know and love today of the Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
Get them while they last
I always
till
thought-
2024.
I always thought that this new model of the Charger, it really looked good.
It's
I thought
a really
it looked
good-looking car.
It was a nice looking
You know,
car. It had solid power, and
if I
people seemed
didn't-
pleased with it.
If I didn't know how to read dealership reviews.
Well, yeah, no, I don't look at those, but I just assumed everybody loved it because it looked nice.
It is a fantastic-looking car.
That we can say. It looks nice.
But not all is well in General Motors land. Jeep has a recall. 100,000 vehicles, including the 2021 Jeep Grand Cherokee L, Wagoneer, Grand Wagoneer, and also a few Cherokee L's as well. Vehicles aren't altering drivers. They're not alerting drivers of airbag issues.
Okay.
They have a number you can call for airbag issues. 1-800-853-1403. Recall reference number Y79. Give them a call and they will fix your Cherokee's airbag issues that could explode in your face or whatever the problem is.
Yeah, you'd probably want to get that fixed.
I assume it would be really bad. You're just driving along and poof, that would throw you for a loop.
Yeah, but the likelihood of that happening really wouldn't be high. It would most likely, when you really need that airbag to work, it would kill you.
Yeah,
So don't hit anything and call that number.
It's probably not like the Takata because they didn't.
Well, Takata was the
generally,
same way.
The Takata makes I think it just doesn't go off and it's dangerous.
Ah, well, yeah, then if it's not, all right, so it's not shooting shrapnel at you. It's just not working.
Yeah, I don't think it's the Takata thing.
Okay.
Let's go on to something that's nicer to think about.
Almost like it was a dream.
Yes, a dream of Japan. We previously talked about the Subaru WRX, but now they have it for Japan. Got theirs released. The WRX S4 is now in Japan. It's basically the American version, leave it on this picture, except for a windshield wiper. Right there it is. That's what makes it different.
That's it.
That's it.
Okay.
Oh, and they've changed some of the graphics on the side from orange to red.
That right there. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
That is for the JDM version.
Oh, bingy up, motherfucker.
Yes. They will have the same flat 4 turbocharged engine that produces 271 horsepower and 258 torques. Yours for 3.6 million yen to about 4.3 million yen, which
That
is
sounds
about
impressive.
37 grand.
Oh. Well,
That's how exchange works.
That's less impressive.
Looks like a killer car all around. I think they have some
no.
photos for us to look at.
It looks
other than
nice
its
in the back end
fantastic
there.
back
And
end.
then obviously here we got nice.
This is
there
what it
we
looks
go.
like in a parking lot on a slant. Right. Where's the next one? This is what it looks like driving down a road. It's a nice looking car.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice to see them on the road every now and again.
There we go. Nice looking front end. Still very Subaru. Look, WRX, Impreza, right along the same style.
Toyota did very good on this one.
Yeah,
I'm
the
hoping.
Headlights kind of looking same along the lines of like the last.
Great body style, and
WRX,
how Subaru reliability stacks up.
Yeah, just as long as you don't own it a while.
Just lease it or
I like the fender, the
whatever.
black flare around the fenders.
It is. It's nice, but
it looks great in orange here. Yeah,
I think it would still look better in that blue and yellow, blue and gold.
Yeah. The classic colors.
The classic colors. You gotta.
Yeah. No, that would be dope.
That was a great look,
especially with this flare. Because you leave that black, blue, and then have the gold rims. Mm-hmm. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, all around, looks like a fantastic car.
Yeah, man.
Here's what it looks like driving in the snow and at the beach. But in our next story, here it goes. There's a blue one. Show a blue one.
Oh, yeah, we got to show the blue.
Story.
Hey, see?
It looks
go with the
better
black
in
rims.
blue already. Black rims, it's
I
pretty
do
good
like
too.
the black rims, too. That's a badass
nice
looking car. Yeah. No, that's...
All right, now, what Porsche wants you to know stuff.
Oh. I don't like knowing stuff. Oh, I'd rather go back to this story. There we go. Porsche
would like you to know they're working on shit.
Okay.
They're working on an electric version of the Macan.
Did anybody say they weren't working on stuff?
Nah, they had a press conference, and
that's how you let people know you're working on stuff.
It's just to let you know the direction that the company's going. They say, according to the CEO of North America,
Kjell Gunner.
The new locations are set to function more like an Apple store and will be staffed with Porsche product specialists who will not apply any sales pressure to those who will walk in the door.
No pressure.
They're retooling all the service departments to scale back for the electric future. Mm-hmm. So
a bunch of young liberals who are going to guilt you into buying an electric car?
They mentioned in the article, this is optional, but if you'd like to remain in business, you're going to do it.
You're going to have to use different avenues.
It's an option, but I don't think it's going to be an option. Because of the way everything is going, especially if they're going with a lot of electric vehicles.
Less maintenance on electronic vehicles, if we're being honest. And then you just need one main hub.
Well,
and
let's hope.
A bunch of satellite centers. So I can see the Apple Store thing of being a viable option, and we'll have to see if it takes traction. But it would be a devastating mark in the automotive industry, just classically how it works, because you go to the dealer. Mm-hmm. That's how you go to the McDonald's for food. That's how it works.
They'll probably have like one person there in the service department and like one or two mechanics or bays. But I don't, if they're not going to need a lot of service,
you're not going to need anybody really.
Going to need people. But where you will need people? You'll need them on the moon.
Sure.
Hey, doesn't this moon vehicle look like a Skoda? Say yes.
Sure.
I know we don't see Skodas, but people see Skodas. This looks like a Skoda.
Where people see Skodas, I would absolutely say that looks like a Skoda.
Well, it may not be a surprise to anyone,
badass.
But we're thinking about going to the moon. It was Czech Space Week, and this is where they revealed this little beauty. General Motors, Lockheed Martin, and Toyota are helping us go to the moon.
Why am I not surprised
Toyota's
involved?
Yeah, we covered the Toyota space capsule, space car.
Are you doing space stuff? Come on over. We're doing space stuff.
Well, X10 Design introduced the Lugnutz Gesundheit. Lugnutz Apparently, they named it after the Klingon word for foreskin. That's weird. Why would you name it after the word for foreskin? We're getting in the foreskin
It
now.
looks like a piece of chopped off foreskin.
Why
That's
would
why.
you name it something
Just
like
being-
that?
they're being
So
literal.
people don't attack.
You know what it was? It was a nerd at NASA. It's like nobody's gonna know. I'm just gonna write it.
Actually, it's someone from the X10 design company.
Oh,
A
okay.
Skoda inspired it.
Mm-hmm.
They revealed it at Czech Space Week. It was done by Thomas Rosek. Thomas Rosek at
Thomas
SN
Rosek.
Design. Features include all aluminum construction, autonomous driving, and cameras for scanning the surface in 3D. There's
Nice.
only the picture. There's not an actual. They just showed picture. This picture.
Look at what I did last night.
This, if we get the contract, this is what we're planning. Right here. Doesn't it look good?
So this is
It
their
looks
E3
amazing.
pitch.
This is their E3
This
pitch.
is
This is
what
like-
our plan is.
You know, if it was
It's
an E3
amazing.
pitch, I
You're
imagine they
gonna
would have had
love
a
it.
video. There's
Yeah.
no video. I skipped over it. If we
Well, you got the metal tires here.
all
okay?
aluminum tires. Good to have
You
six
know,
of them.
A nice little airlock there for docking, giggity. And then
Yeah, standard airlock.
nice wide windshield, which you're going to need if you're going to
And
be doing
they have
exploring.
the name and logo of Czech Space Week.
And you also have that 3D scanning, which is pretty cool. So if you're going to be exploring, that just seems to make sense.
But what if I want to explore in something the Pope drove?
I would imagine it's not on the moon.
Well, the Pope bought a Renault back in the day in 1961 to 1992. The Renault 8. The Renault sold 8 million. So they're going to bring it back with this concept, Renault's 4L. It looks interesting. I like the design from this photo. It's a nice looking
Whip. Wow, that's fucking nutty. You got that.
That's those are propeller blades. I don't
Yeah.
think they're going to let you park that on the street in New York City.
Unless they fold up. And then you still have to worry about the pedestrians on the sidewalk.
They
'cause you
partnered with
Well, I imagine that metal blades, they'll probably just still, it'll sting. Maybe break a bone, but it won't be, cutting off your
to
leg.
celebrate the 60th anniversary of the car. They're partnering with Arsenal. I didn't know the football team did cars, but apparently they're partnering with Arsenal. They're calling it the Air 4.
It's because they got 4 motor blades.
No, there's
No?
more symbolism there. The Air
Oh.
4 is a symbol of independence and freedom, born out of the realization that traffic is compounding lives,
I just feel like
are
this
grinding to a halt, and the world is unhampered. This was written by someone who was very angry about
Oh, yeah.
traffic.
I just feel like this is just a Mini Cooper with 4 electronic propellers.
No, it's not a Mini Cooper. It's French.
So it's a Renault with 4 electric propellers, which makes it even more dangerous.
The scary part is the French might produce this. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the news? Crazy people everywhere. He flew her Renault into his head.
Elon,
chopping it
save
off.
us. Elon, save us.
But wait, the body is entirely carbon fiber.
Oh, so it'll just burn up right away once
Yeah.
you hit the fucking once
It'll
you
be
hit that
fine.
gas
Nothing
station.
left over. It'll be fine. It's just carbon.
Oh, it's
Electric
okay,
motors.
sweetie. We're gonna burn right up as soon as we hit that gas station and explode all the people in it.
Nah, it has a top speed of 58.
Oh, we're fine.
So,
That's just a minor inconvenience.
you can see it on display in Paris, France, November 29th. Then it's off to Miami, Florida, New York, and Morocco. No other location listed.
Nice motor there. I mean,
Tiny little interior. It reminds me of that little Renault
that was
beach.
the interior?
That little Renault beach buggy.
Yeah. Oh, that's the trunk area, and then you got. Well,
No,
I
that
mean,
was the interior.
that was it.
That's it. I don't
Holy
think
shit.
trunk and in front of it was.
Yeah, our old stuff. Yeah, isn't this nice? And
This
then-
is Yeah, because you see, you go back to that other one.
No, that's it?
They lifted it up. Yeah, that's it. That's
Holy fuck.
And looks like they leaned one of the seats forward. For the
Okay,
picture.
so you sit there maybe?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that is fucking
It's
French.
a big front seat, so you can have a parachute, so you can like get out in the little 58. I wonder if you need a pilot's license. I mean, it looks like a car, but essentially, isn't it like a helicopter?
I mean,
Less gas, brake, and how do you go up? Just gas and pull back, and it would go up.
I mean, you can still do that with a steering wheel if you have like turn and then up and down and then gas and brake.
Okay, I suppose. And they have the little, it looks like it's not a black box, it's an orange box for when you crash and burn.
This is where your med kit is. And
yeah, made of fire-resistant materials for when you Hammond it.
Your aluminum blanket to keep you fucking warm.
Yeah, for when you Richard Hammond it in the side of a priceless French monument that can't be replaced. Napoleon was here, now they drive the stupid Renault fuck things into it. Yeah.
Unfortunately for them.
Well,
But fortunately for us, you can hop over here to purgehangers.com and find the funniest moment from this podcast right up top, as well as the entire podcast below in the future. And, of course, I want to highlight at the end here, next Saturday, December 4th, we are going to be at Podcast for Cancer at Aston Iceworks. It is a very charitable cause.
if you would like cancer, this is where you go.
No cancer there.
No? We're not giving it out?
We're trying to solve it by helping
I totally misunderstood.
Jake Long. He has esophageal cancer, and we're trying to help his medical bills
that's very
here.
depressing.
And it is Podcast for Cancer. We're going to get a chunk in there. My friend Jesse Bell from the Old City Sports Network is, trumping this. So hop on over to OCSN on Facebook and Vimo
Stop
them.
by and he'll ring your bell.
Donate. Check us out next Friday and at the Iceworks and try to help this man get better from cancer because of course I always say fuck cancer. And contact the team right here if you want to know more about the event. If you have an event yourself you want to plug, if you have a Luggy and Nutty car, we want you to hop over here and find us on all the social media handles up top. But
That's right.
of course, this is a long drawn-out goodbye, and it doesn't matter if you drive a flying Renault. Well, I guess a flying Renault wouldn't have lug nuts.
Something's got to hold the propeller on, and I'm going to call that a lug nut.
There we go. So it doesn't matter if you have a flying Renault or a Chevy. Nothing rolls without lug nuts. We'll see you next week, gang. Until then, drive on!
We need like 6 or 8 of those Renault things. We need to paint them all a different color. And we need we need a motorsport. This has to be motorsport.
You can tie it in with Harry Potter and make it like the automotive Quidditch.
Yeah.
Automotive Quidditch. And then you have a drone. The drone is the little thing that flies around. Dude, we just made an automotive sport.
I was just thinking a race with them.
I mean, you could do that too.
When you get in close. You don't put guards on it because they're race car drivers and they're gonna touch.